Hey everyone, Dathala here again with the next installment in our Legend of Dragoon playthrough. Last time we finished up saving Shanna and defeated Drake, got Shanna the White Silver Dragoon Spirit, and the doctor has told us we should participate in the Strongman competition. So today we will go through and do the Strongman competition. It is a competition that happens every year in Lohan here, and it consists of fighting between several people, and whoever comes out on top ends up the winner. So we're going to sign up for it, and here we are. Levitz is a knight of Basil, and he, as a result, is not eligible to compete in competitions. And Rose is too good, so she will decline to compete as well. So it is just start competing, and we will have to go through the battles. Dragoon form is off limits during these battles as well. It is only through physical strength that we can win or lose. And we will be using Volcano for the entirety of the competition. Its power, since we don't have Dragon form, it is the most powerful addition that Dart has, and will be the one that will be best suited for this. And then I did also switch over to the Poison Guard, as there is someone in here that does try and cheat and poison us. And here we have a Wandering Warrior and an old geezer getting into an argument. And the Wandering Warrior is knocked out cold. The old geezer, his name is Hastiel, and he is a friend of Dart's. Hastiel is a martial arts master that Dart ran into while on his journey to kill the black monster. Here we go. And it's natural to be nervous when it's your first time. First round is against Gorgaga. If I remember correctly, he will lead off trying to poison us. And assuming everything works properly, the poison guard will negate that. And yep, it does.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
And he's a pretty easy opponent. The poison is usually the thing that does the most damage. I can't say I normally have a poison guard on me. Normally I go through and just sell those and deal with the status effects with items, but in this case it does save you some damage and allows you to finish this a lot quicker. Yeah, in this case it only took us 3 attacks to get through him instead of 4 or more from having to do various other things. And just like that, we win round number 1. And I am going to go out and save after every round just to be safe. Should I lose a round, I do want to take the opportunity to go back and win the round. If it might even just give you a game over if you do lose a round. I don't remember exactly, but either way, I will save after every round to avoid having to do the entire thing over again. And I do want to switch up items before the second round. I don't remember who this one is against, but I believe the next 2 rounds there's no status effects that we have to worry about, so I can just go back to the more damage power wrist. This one is against Surfius. He is a very knight-looking person, and he plays rather similarly to the Sandora captains that we fought earlier in the game. And too little too late, he shows us his true skill, which includes a power-up, and immediately falls to the strength of Dord's Volcano. will save again and now go back to round number 3. And now we will face Danton. Danton is massive and very powerful, but also extremely slow. As you can see, he is almost twice the size of Dart. And he will counterattack for most of the fight. And he's already below half. Really, as long as you can perform additions properly, most of this is relatively easy. He does do an all-out attack, which puts you down to 1 health. However, you can take one of 2 routes. First is guarding, or second is just using a healing potion. For this one, I'm just going to use the healing potion. As much armor as he's wearing, it should not be possible for him to jump back like that. And that last attack finished the battle. I do think it would be interesting if they would let you use other characters for this, or if you could replay the event at a later point with either Levitz, Shanna, Rose, or someone else. That would be a really cool addition, just so you could test using them all in a 1v1 scenario like that. The next guy, if I remember correctly, fears. So I will use the Bravery Amulet to prevent that. I just don't want to ever have to deal with fear, and he does occasionally attack several times in a row. So there is a possibility of getting hit a few times in a row while feared, and that is not something we ever want to deal with, because fear is nasty. I have had to do the entire fight with fear on me before, and it is no joke. And the last guy we face is Atlo. He was the runner-up in the previous year's competition, and he primarily uses a bow. And I really wish Shanna got his skill with the bow, because it might actually make her even more broken than she is already when she uses her Dragoon magic. And you might be thinking, he did 23 damage, he can't be that scary. That's not his primary threat. After a few hits with the bow, he does do a massive blast that does a very significant amount more damage. And he is also fast enough that he can do a couple shots at a time. But we already have him under half, so it shouldn't be too much longer before he falls. But I forgot, he does have a healing potion, which only heals him one attack. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's not all that useful for him. And he, of course, calls out his shots. And this is the scarier part. And what makes him so dangerous. But that does less damage than I remember. So yeah, here he takes 3 attacks at once. And he does have the ability to give you fear, but I don't believe it ever. He never used that ability or got the chance to, so it didn't come up. And down he goes. And back to the waiting area we come and find Hastrel. And we find out that instead of Hastrel in the last round, we get to fight against the person that defeated him, Lloyd. Alright, and I'm going to take off the Bravery Amulet, and well, I guess in favor of the powers because I don't have anything else that is useful. Lloyd does not do any status effects. He is just an exceptional swordsman. And let's get into the last fight. And even the attendant is a fan. Alright, final fight versus Lloyd. And Lloyd is basically the end boss of most things. And as you can see, he is such a skilled swordsman. Doesn't matter how many times we try and attack him, we will miss every single time. This fight is scripted in a way that is actually impossible to win. There is no way to hit Lloyd through items, attacks, anything for this. In even Dart remarks, his swordsmanship is humanly impossible. So really, for the entirety of this fight, you can just do nothing but spam card and let the fight play out for itself. Eventually, after Lloyd's had enough, him and Dart will decide to just settle the battle with one final blow. Here we go. And more like 5 from Lloyd, and Dart misses entirely. And the winner has been decided in Lloyd. Again, there is no possible way to win that battle. It is predetermined that you should lose. And the reasoning why will be explained in a future video. And Hastrel is the master of the Rouge art. Rouge is a town in this universe, or I guess more a small village would be more appropriate. That Hastrel is from, and also where he hosts a martial arts school. And Levitz wants a match with Lloyd at some point in the future, once he can become stronger. And even Hastrel wasn't able to keep up with Lloyd's movements. During Dart's travels, he traveled entirely alone, with the exception of the time he was with Hastrel. And Hastrel kind of is a comedic voice throughout the game. He's kind of like just the funny old guy. And he decides to introduce Hastrel to his friends. But Hastrel is on a journey to find his daughter. who ran away uh, from Rouge many years ago. And Levitte's trying to get some alone time for Dart and Shanna. Gets smacked by Rose. And Levitz gets us 3 tickets. This is basically like a little carnival setting that hosts that World's Strongest Man competition. So we do have to go play a game with Shanna. You can win tickets, and if you do well in the games, and exchange them for items. This is the exchange guide. You can exchange them for a Spirit Potion, Total Vanishing, or Healing Rain. Of those, Healing Rain is the only one we haven't come across yet. Total Vanishing, we haven't had one in a couple videos. They are just stuff that insta-kills any non-boss enemy, or almost any non-boss enemy. And so we have to play a carnival game. This one is simple and quick. Just find the man with the bird under his hat. And I was wrong, it was the guy in the center. But you can win tickets and get some prizes. Healing Rain is a healing breeze, but heals all HP for everyone. There's no partial healing with it. It takes you from anything above 1 to full health. But we'll play a second carnival game just because we can. And wrong again. But that's all we really have to do. We only have to play one. And Dart being all business right now wants to get back to Vale. Levitz set this up for some alone time for Dart and Shanna. And Dart, clueless to what was going on, didn't do anything about it. So Levitz scolds him for it. And Dart, so focused on the past, is blind to the present, and now owes Levitz a couple drinks. And party-wise, this is fine. And now we are on our way. And as we go to leave Lohan, a scream. From a very injured Knight of Basil. When we learn King Albert has been taken prisoner in Helena, and Levitz, in a rage, wants to go rush off to save him. But here comes Haschel to knock him out and give him a chance to calm down. And off to Helena we go to rescue King Albert. Haschel, having been on a journey to find his daughter for 20 years, asks that we just call him Haschel, and decides to join us as well. He is a martial arts master and only uses his fists and legs as weapons. He does get various weapons in the form of stuff like brass knuckles, but is strictly a martial arts master. He is currently level 13, so I will leave him in the wings for a while. As well, he doesn't have a Dragoon spirit, so there is less incentive to use him. And here we're going to sell some stuff. We'll keep all of that. And items. Here we have Spinning Gale and Gushing Magma as our items choice. I'll take one of each along because I am using Shanna, and they aren't the worst things to have in the world. Shanna not having any additions is a good choice to have use magical items and also to heal, since her Dragoon Spirit is also focused on healing anyways. So we don't need anything up there, that is just the carnival. So, off we go to Helena again. And I will end the video now before we go to Helena. If I were to go through all of Helena, this video would end up being another 45 minutes in length and well over the time I would prefer to keep videos in. So, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Please check out my other videos as well. You can catch the entire series up to this point. And again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.